Hello guys, so today I have this pretty easy small contraption for you. It is a 2x1 door and it closes on its own, and yeah, it has this button right next to the door which is quite handy, and it gives you more than enough delay to walk through it. So let's take a look at the wiring. So here's all the wiring, and it's not that big. It's 6x4x4, and yeah, it's just pretty interesting on how it works, I think, because as you can see, the double extender has no block pretty much to power the piston right there. So what I actually do is use the power from the button to extend the piston, and it's timed exactly, so it will just give, I believe, a 1 tick pulse, pretty sure anyways. And yeah, this is actually a dual edge, so it uses the same circuit for closing as opening pretty much, but then just not the last pulse and not the pulse here, because the button is not pressed anymore at that time. So this won't work with a wooden button either, but it works fine with stone button. So yeah, actually Optropics tried to make this smaller. I made this together with selulance, by the way, forgot to mention. And Optropics tried to make it smaller, and I helped him a bit with it. So he came up with a pretty derpy version of it, and I just want to show that before going to the tutorial from this version. So this is the one Optropics made, and yeah, I will show it in action first. As you can see, it opens fine. It's only too wide as well, which is pretty nice, and it closes fine as well after quite some delay. So yeah, as you might have noticed already, there's a furnace here cooking pork chop. So he basically has a pretty small door itself, and he couldn't figure out how to give the delay for when to close it, basically, which was enough. Because he liked to keep it in this size, then he exactly shaved one layer off of my design, size wise. So yeah, what he did in the end is but this piston, so it's trying to push all the time, but it can't. Then yeah, it's butted from this block, and by powering this block, he uses a dropper to put a raw pork chop in this furnace. It has sticks, so the delay is yeah, it has more delay, basically, less delay than when you're using coal or something else. You could use saplings, I believe, as well, not sure. So when this stops cooking, when it's done cooking the one item, it will basically give an update to this piston, so it will extend and close the door. So yeah, that's pretty strange. Let's see if we can catch it. So it finishes, and yeah, the piston updates and closes the door. So I don't know why you want to build this. I mean, you could hook up some hoppers to this, I guess, and to the output of this, so you don't have to refill it as often, because you can only use this 16 times and then you need to refill the sticks. But yeah, if you want to build it, you should be able to build it from what you can see here. So these are filled with water, 3 ticks here, some dust here, torch from this side of the block, and torch from that side, and then 1 tick, 1 tick and 4 ticks, and the redstone block there obviously. So as I said, this dropper is facing down, by the way, so take that in, yeah, remember that. So yeah, I don't think anybody will build it, but anyways, it's still pretty funny. So let's get to my design. Okay, so now the tutorial for my design. So you want to start off by finding the place you want to build it, as always. Then you place your button right there for the input, so then the pistons will be like this. So these two blocks are the blocks that will retract pretty much. And to finish the layout you need to place blocks like so. Then we want to place some colorants right there and get an output from both of them. So like this we will make a dual edge, and then we do some basic circuits. So like this your opening should almost work, and same for the closing. So to open it, do this, and as you can see only the last subtraction left, and using the dual edge we can reset it by powering this piston, and it will do exactly the same circuit but close instead. So it didn't like power when it was at this level, because of the button already be unpowered when this came here, because yeah, it's way after you press the button. So now to fit in the reset, you just place some redstone there, piston there, and some blocks like following. And you can speed it up by 1 tick by changing that to 3, that to 3, place torch here instead of here, and place 2 tick repeater here, so it should be 1 tick faster. I don't know if you want to make one extra repeater for speeding it up by 1 tick, the opening. And then you need to make a timer here, sort of, and finish by giving it an update with a rail here. So when it pushes down, this will power the piston, so it will be budded, and when the timer turns off, the rail will update the piston. And there you have it. All works fine, and yeah, in my opinion it's pretty nice door, pretty nice concept using dual edge and powering the dual extender with that button. Yeah, so that's all for this video, and see you all later.